The basilisk lizard doesn't swim across water, it runs at full speed. When danger strikes, it bolts toward the nearest pond and starts slapping the surface with its back feet so fast that water doesn't have time to close in.
One.
Each step creates a tiny air pocket, and for a split second, that pocket holds its weight. Then it's gone. So the lizard hits again and again. Too slow and it sinks. Too heavy and it fails. The timing has to be perfect. The force has to be precise. Scientists have studied the physics for years, even building robots to copy the motion, and it's still incredibly hard to replicate cleanly. The margin for error is razor thin, yet the basilisk makes it look effortless. Running on water already sounds like a glitch in reality. But what if an animal didn't just bend physics? What if it bent temperature itself? The Tokay gecko doesn't need glue. It walks straight up walls and across ceilings like gravity is optional. Its feet are covered in millions of microscopic hairs called setae. Each one splits into even tinier tips that interact with surfaces at the molecular level. The grip comes from van der Waals forces, tiny electrical attractions between atoms. Individually, they're weak. Together, they're unstoppable. The gecko can switch this grip on and off instantly just by changing the angle of its toes. 1 second, it's locked in place. The next, it's moving freely. Engineers have spent years trying to recreate this adhesion system for climbing robots and advanced materials. We've made progress. But nature's design is still cleaner, faster, and more reusable. Running on water is impressive. Sticking to ceilings is wild, but both still operate in the visible world. Now let's turn off the lights completely.
They pick up infrared light, produced by any living thing.
A pit viper doesn't need light to hunt. It doesn't even need movement. It sees heat. Between its eyes and nostrils are small infrared sensing pits that detect thermal radiation. Every warm-blooded animal glows against the cold night like a flare. A mouse hiding under leaves isn't invisible. It's outlined in heat. The snake's brain merges that thermal data with normal vision, creating a layered image of the world. Not just shapes, not just motion. A living heat map. Scientists understand the sensors. What still fascinates them is how the brain integrates the two streams so seamlessly. It's not just detecting warmth. It's constructing a picture from energy humans can't even see. But sensing heat is one thing. Surviving temperatures that freeze blood solid? That's another level entirely. Deep beneath Antarctic ice swims a fish that should not exist. The Antarctic ice fish has transparent blood, no hemoglobin, no red pigment carrying oxygen like almost every other vertebrate on Earth. Its blood looks nearly clear. In water cold enough to freeze most living tissue, this fish produces antifreeze proteins that bind to ice crystals and stop them from growing. When ice tries to form, the protein shuts it down. Without hemoglobin, oxygen transport should be wildly inefficient. Yet the ice fish survives. Its heart is oversized. Its blood volume is higher. Its vessels are wider. Evolution didn't tweak this animal. It rebuilt it. Researchers are still piecing together how all these extreme adaptations balance out without collapsing the system. And if living in frozen water sounds extreme, imagine freezing completely. The wood frog doesn't just endure winter, it becomes winter. As temperatures drop, its heart stops, therefore breathing stops. Ice crystals form inside its body. For months, it remains frozen solid. Before freezing, its body floods tissues with glucose. That sugar acts like a natural antifreeze, protecting cells from catastrophic damage. Ice forms in controlled spaces outside cells, not inside them where it would destroy delicate structures. When spring arrives, the frog thaws. Its heart restarts. It breathes and it hops away. Scientists understand parts of this cryoprotective chemistry, but recreating it safely in larger organisms has proven incredibly difficult. If we could master it, organ preservation and emergency medicine could change forever. Freezing and returning is extraordinary, but what if an animal didn't need oxygen at all? The naked mole rat lives underground in crowded tunnels where oxygen can drop to dangerously low levels. Most mammals would panic and brain cells would begin shutting down. The naked mole rat switches fuel sources. When oxygen levels crash, it uses fructose to power vital organs, bypassing the normal oxygen-dependent pathway. It's like switching to backup generators during a blackout. Even more astonishing, these rodents almost never develop cancer and can live for decades, far longer than similar-sized animals. Scientists are studying them intensely, hoping to unlock insights for human medicine. But the full mechanism behind their resilience remains a puzzle. And yet, even this doesn't match the next creature. Because surviving extremes is one thing. Instant paralysis for self-defense is terrifying. The cone snail looks slow, decorative, and almost harmless. It's anything but hidden inside its shell is a microscopic harpoon loaded with venom. When prey swims close, the snail fires. The strike is so fast it's nearly invisible. The venom is a complex cocktail of specialized toxins. Some block nerve signals. Others shut down muscle contraction. The result is immediate paralysis. The fish doesn't even have time to react. Scientists are studying these toxins to develop powerful new medicines, including advanced pain treatments. But the precision of this biological weapon still amazes researchers. It's not brute force. It's biochemical engineering. Instant paralysis is terrifying, but the final creature doesn't attack. It does something arguably more impossible. It rebuilds itself. The planarian flatworm can be cut into pieces, and each piece can regrow into a complete worm. Special stem cells called neoblasts drive the regeneration, but what truly stuns researchers is coordination. How does a fragment know which side becomes the head? How does it reconstruct a functioning brain with organized neural circuits? In some experiments, regenerated worms still display learned behaviors from before they were separated. That's not simple repair, that's restoration. It challenges how we define memory, identity, and biological limits.